Hey guys, so it's me, Nicolette Mashile. No, let's try that again. It's Nicolette, best-selling author, Mashile. But you can call me the Financial Bunny. If you're joining us for the first time, welcome, welcome, welcome. I am very excited today to tell you guys something. It's a beautiful story. So, but before I get into that, I just want to remind you and say thank you so much for everything that you guys have done, the support that you have shown me on What's Your Move. It's fantastic, man. It's crazy. But it reminded me of something. And if you are an entrepreneur, I put this out on my social media the other day. If you are an entrepreneur, I just want to give you encouragement to keep going, to keep trying, and keep doing what you're doing. Because, you know, many of us think that we all, funny enough, somebody said the other day on Twitter, I want Drum Magazine, the likes of Drum, True Love, and whatever, to put people like Nicolette and Dr. Kaleng, because these are the stories that people need to hear. And I was like, you know what? Yes, I agree. I agree totally that our stories should be told, but I think that it's important to remember that it's not always going to be our season, right? When the time is right, when the season is right, when it is time for harvest, our stories will be shared, our stories will be there. So don't feel like the media industry is not doing enough. It's doing a lot, you know. It just so happens that it's not always going to be our time. And when our time is ready, even our stories will be ready. So I think for me right now, it is a time for us to put in the work. It's a time for us to work as hard as we can. But I'm not here to give you motivation. I'm not a motivational speaker today. Most of you guys know what I feel about motivational speakers. But if I'm gonna give you a little bit more motivation, so I read Rich Dad Poor Dad a couple of years ago. In fact, very long time ago, right? It was one of the first books that I read. Very interesting story from Robert Kiyosaki. Of course, that book sold millions of copies. But one of the stories that really stuck with me, and I think at that time I didn't really understand the story, is of how Robert's speaking to this young lady who says to Robert she wants to become the best-selling author. What sales strategies can he give her? And Robert says, well, you need to go and take a sales course and learn how to sell. And then she turns around and says to Robert, yeah, but I'm an English major, I'm a writer, I'm an author, I'm not a salesperson, I don't know how to sell, I don't know how to talk to people. Of course, I'm being dramatic, that's probably not what she said, but along the lines in the book, that's what they make it sound like she said. And Robert says, okay, but what did you just ask me? You didn't say you want to be the best writing author. You didn't say you want to be the best English author. You said you want to be the best selling author. And that lesson really stuck with me. And I just remembered that last week. So last week I went to Ferndale Flowers. For those of you who don't know where Ferndale Flowers is, it's in Johannesburg. It's in Randburg. It's one of the suburbs of Randburg. It's at Ferndale Village. And I went to in fact, it's funny, like the way things work out, the way God works is just weird and funny. I wanted to buy flowers for the lady that helped me with the book, right? So I wanted to buy a big, vibrant, big bouquet of flowers. So I went to Woolies and I didn't really find, I was like, oh, these flowers are a bit pop, you know, boring flowers. So I then decided, you know, and this is around about 4:45 already, so I was worried that Ferndale Flowers would be closed. So I was like, you know what, let me take a chance. Go to Ferndale Flowers and luckily for me, they had just closed their doors. And I knock, the lady sees me, she opens, she says, how can I help you? I say to her, I'm looking for a big bouquet of flowers. She says, how much do you want to spend? So I'm like, look, I've got 600 rand. I don't mind spending that on flowers. She's like, let me make you something pretty. She's like, what are you looking for? I say, do what you do best. So she put this thing together. Now, I've been seeing this lady every time I go to Ferndale Flowers. I mean, 2-3 years back when I started going there, she's the head assistant florist, right? So as we are working and we're talking, she says to me, by the way, I bought this place. Guys, my heart melted. Literally melted. I was like, what? She's like, yes, I bought this place, and unfortunately or fortunately for me, I bought it just before COVID, and then COVID happened, and I'm so worried about this place because I don't know how I'm going to survive. And we get into the conversation, and I had an opportunity to actually speak to her afterwards, and this is her story, and I just want you guys to watch this woman. And it reminded me that you need to sell yourself. Sometimes it's not about the product. Sometimes it's about how you let people feel, how you make people feel. That lady made me feel energized. That lady left me thinking, I need to help this woman. And yeah, just listen to her story. Amazing woman. Amazing, amazing, amazing. So guys, I'm standing with Susan. Susan, when I first met Susan, I mean, it was maybe 2-3 years ago when I started coming to Ferndale Flowers. You were an assistant, ne? You were the main florist and the assistant.
I was working as a main assistant in
Yes,
the florist.
yes. And then I come back, now 2 days ago. 2 days ago. And I was looking for flowers to thank the lady who was helping me with my book. Only to find out, what did I find out, Susan?
You find out that Susan had bought the shop. Now she's the owner of Ferndale Flowers.
She's the owner of Ferndale Flowers. Yes. But she said something to me. She said, Nicolette, I'm worried because...
Things are not good, Nicolette. It's Corona. The businesses are going down. I just jump into this business with my eyes closed. What can I do?
What can I do? And I said, Susan, I know for a fact that South Africans do not want to see you go down. Yes. Susan, can you maybe tell us a little bit about how long it took you to buy the shop?
I've been saving a little bit, putting my savings away. And then when the opportunity came, my boss said she's selling the shop because she wants to retire. I took the opportunity and then I took all my savings, cleared out, started business with zero.
Zero rands.
Zero rands in the account. I didn't have nothing. I just had the money to buy the stock.
Yes. So you buy the store, you buy the stock.
Yes.
And then things don't go very good because of COVID.
Because of COVID, it's up and down. The business is not that doing well. But then, to fast forward the things, then Nicolette just popped into the shop. And then when she popped into the shop, she just did her thing, took a photo for me and posted on Twitter. I was so busy, guys. I've never been so busy. I closed the shop at 7 o'clock. I'm even still tired. I haven't got no stock.
And you have no stock, Susan. And you were saying
sold out.
It was the first time the business made how much in one day?
The first time the business made 15 grand in one day.
Yo, Susan, you're doing really well. And then, tell me the best news.
Yes, the best news is that I didn't manage to be sold out. I ended up getting a contract.
Yes,
I got a contract to do someone's flowers for the whole month, which I'm so happy, and it was through Nicolette. Guys, if you want contracts for your houses,
Susan,
you can get them.
Susan,
get those contracts
but you didn't get the contract because of me. You got the contract because she gave you one chance.
And then that one chance, I did have flowers beautiful.
Exactly. Susan, tell us about your title that you hold in Johannesburg.
What title?
The competition that you've won and you've defended.
I'm the Florist of the Year, which I've been running. It's now 5 years because now we stopped doing the competitions. But I've won it. I got the cup in the shop, which I won the Florist of the Year in Johannesburg. I'm the title holder of that. And that's me with my story going on.
Tell me about what's it called? The overseas. How do you deliver? How do you work with overseas?
Okay. Overseas, I'm an international organization. If you want flowers to be delivered wherever in the world, you just contact me and then I will organize the flowers to be delivered for you right at the door of the person which you want.
Sure, that's amazing.
All over Africa, all over in the world, wherever you want. I'm an international organization, Interflora.
Okay, last question, Susan. I know you need to get to work.
Yes.
Susan, who is Susan? Who is Susan? Are you a mother, a sister? Where does Susan come from? How has your life been?
Susan is a mother of 2 daughters, a wife. I'm married. I was born in Zimbabwe, brought up being the firstborn child, very poor family. I never thought that I will do something in life, but I've never looked back. I went to high school. I didn't finish my high school because of the circumstances, but that never stopped me.
Yes.
Then I came to South Africa. I started doing the florist. That is 17 years ago.
Sure.
I've done all my certificates in florist. I've learned everything which can be done in florist until I got the last certificate of the florist, international certificate. So being born in a poor family, doesn't mean that it will define your future. You need to get up and do things yourself. Even the money which I got to buy the business, I was saving little, putting away, saving until I landed up here. But I bought the business at the wrong time of Corona, which I'm looking forward for your support, people. Please support me.
Definitely, we will support you, Susan. I wanted to tell you that there are many people that want to set you up with, they said, apps and all sorts of things. So I'm going to connect you with all those people. We're going to do everything for you for free. How amazing is that?
Oh, thank you. I don't even know, Nicolette, what to do. I don't know.
Just keep doing what you do best, and that's making our homes happy, our homes pretty, our homes colorful with your flowers, your arrangements. Thank you so much. We thank you.
I thank you for the support and everything. And thank you guys for all the support which you have given me yesterday. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thanks, Susan. So yeah, guys, that is Susan from Ferndale Flowers. I hope that if you take anything from this video, take the fact that Susan was not afraid to tell me her story. Susan was not afraid to sell herself. She sold herself to me without even realizing that she's doing so. And it's something we do on a daily basis. Many people don't realize that this is what we do on a daily basis. But note how Susan saved, note how Susan saved for a dream. She saved for what she wanted. That if there's no any other lesson, let that be the lesson for today. And today I'm signing out with that story. I don't want to talk too much. My name is Nicolette, the Financial Bunny Machine. I'll see you guys on the next one. And remember that nothing that I say here on these videos constitute as financial advice. If you are looking for financial advice, please, my people, speak to somebody who is certified and registered with the FSCA. You can get your copy of What's Your Move at any exclusive books or bargain books. We're coming to CNAs across South Africa and the SADC regions, but also on www.whatsyourmove.co.za. And there you can find a signed copy. Mwah.